All right, tangent down, cotangent is next. So with just like cotangent, just like tangent, we had the identity that was sine over cosine. When it comes to cotangent, it's cosine over sine. So we just flip it, just like when we talked about tangent. Really, it's just flipping the cosine. But talking about tangent, if we flip that, that's the cotangent. So if we flip tangent, the original tangent, which was sine over cosine, if we flip it, that gives you cotangent, which is cosine over sine. Cool. So again, here we're going to fill in the values here, and again make another chart here. And again, you can make it on one line, or you can make it on two lines, however you want to do it. And we're going to fill in the values here again. So again, going to stop the video, make the chart, and then we're going to fill everything in. And also, once you have made the chart and fill everything in, then you can come back and check it. Check yourself. All right, now with this part, filling in our values, we always start off with undefined. And one thing you'll notice, this has another pattern that goes on with it, just like the tangent graph does, but it's a little different because it's the cotangent. So here, it's undefined, and this can be 1, 0, -1, undefined, 1, 0, -1, undefined, 1, 0, -1, undefined, 1, 0, -1, undefined again. So each one of these, instead of, like, if you remember the tangent graph, the zeros were at the pi's. For the cotangent graph, if we flip 0, so 0 over 1, if we flip that, that is undefined. So for the pi's here, they're going to be undefined. So again, the undefined parts on tangent are zeros, because you flip it, it comes 0. So for each one of these parts here, each part where the undefineds are, for tangent, that was your, this part right here is wrong. I was like, something didn't look right. So this should be an undefined right here. Undefined. So here, that's what's going to happen. Wherever we have the pi's, they're undefined. Wherever we have the pi over 2's, that's where our zeros are. So again, it changes and it flips the tangent graph. So here, at all of our pi over 2's, we have our zeros. And I already put in the asymptotes at the pi's. So again, asymptotes are at pi's for cotangent, and for tangent, the asymptotes are at pi over 2's. And now here, if you remember again, we have the pi over 4's going on between here. So pi over 4, 2 pi over 4, 3 pi over 4, 4 pi over 4, 5, and so on and so forth. So here, we're going to go through that. So we're going to add the pi over 4, the 3 pi over 4, the 5 pi over 4, and the 7 pi over 4. And the negatives are on this side. And we're going to do this for every graph. So the secant and cosecant graphs are going to have these also. So when we make them, we're going to have these for every one of these graphs. So just make sure you keep them. All right, now here with our cotangent graph, we're not going to come up this way anymore. We're going to go the opposite direction. So here, instead of it being like for 7 pi over 4 here, it's at 1, and then 0, then -1. So we're going to come backwards. So we're at 1 here, 0, and then -1. And it's going to happen each time. 1, 0, -1. 1, 0, -1. 1, 0, -1. And then our graph is going to be like this. And again, it does not cross the asymptotes. Hey, that looks better than the ones I did before for the tangent. Whew, looks bad again. Sorry. Whew, that was bad. That was nasty. So hopefully again yours is better than mine. Please be better than mine. Whew, bad. Whew, that was horrible right there. Oh my gosh. But you get the gist. The gist. Sorry, not gist. Gist. And again, with this one, after you finish this graph, leave about 6 or 7 lines underneath there, and you're going to fill something in underneath that. And I'm going to explain it later on too.